My history at London Bridge Resort. I started here in 1988 on the night audit, and then I moved up to the executive office. I handled the money on property. Then I was personnel director. Then I was an assistant to Tom, Mr. Flatley. We did outside projects, outside developments. And then we started the vacation ownership side.
Well, I started in 1991, and I was supposed to only work 3 months. That was just what I was told, and I'm still here today. So I started in construction under First Riley, and in Kokomo, and from there we escalated into the rooms.
I started at the London Bridge Resort in 1992, and I started as a housekeeper, and I did that for several years, and in between those several years I was also promoted to housekeeping supervisor.
I started at London Bridge Resort in 1996 as a housekeeper. London Bridge Resort was the only place I was going to work in Lake Havasu, and it took me 6 months. I would come down week after week. I'd have my grandma take me down until finally I convinced the executive housekeeper to give me a job.
I was doing business in this part of the world, and I was really interested in getting into the hospitality business. When I came to town, it was a property, was a one of a kind. It was a spectacular landmark. It's the best property in town, best location, and I just fell in love with it.
I don't have to be motivated. I have the best job in the world. I have a job where I make a difference in people's lives. The stories that have come back through all the years, the memories that people bring back to us after their vacations, make me get out of bed in the morning.
The best part of working is, I would say, my employees. I see how hard they work and how hard they try to make, whether it's to make our owners welcome, make sure the rooms are to their needs, their satisfaction. That's a job. I mean, customer service is what we do, and that's what I enjoy the most about that. Every day we come in and we make a difference.
You know, London Bridge Resort, every day is a new day. Not one day is the same as yesterday. And we have a great, dedicated, talented team of folks that help make all of this happen. We have a great owner base that loves to come to Lake Havasu City, loves to stay at London Bridge Resort. They're enthusiastic and they have a great time. And to be able to be part of those memories that are being created is what motivates me to come to work each day.
In the late 1980s, vacation ownership was really big in this country, and I was approached by, at that time I was a Ramada. We were a 200-room Ramada hotel in the same location, and I was approached by Ramada. They said, have you ever thought about converting the hotel to vacation ownership because you have a one-of-a-kind property with the location and all the amenities? So I researched it, I thought it was a wonderful idea, and we commenced the conversion in 1989, and we started sales in 1990.
And what we did, we took 3 rooms and make them into 2 timeshares. And the conversion was very forward. It was taking the floors out, doing all the plumbing, electrical, and everything, insulation, and everything that you could think of. It was completely gutting and redoing.
It was a difficult task, and it was not easy on the guests and the owners because this was a 200-room Ramada hotel. We eventually converted it to 122 suites, vacation ownership suites. So we virtually rebuilt the entire building, wing by wing by wing. Construction started at 8, it went till 6, and this went on for easily 5 years. But at the end of the day, we have a beautiful product, but it was not an easy task. And once again, the people that were involved, the staff, the construction crews, the architects, the planners, they did a wonderful job. And they left us with a legacy, a beautiful resort. And as you know, we're now going through a renovation of the suites, making them even better with larger kitchens and bigger floor plans, and everything is new, and we're getting tremendous reviews from the owners about the improvements we've made over the last couple years.
The best part about working at London Bridge Resort is the family aspect. Not only the employees, we're all a big family. We have camaraderie, but the owners, they're also our family.
I'm always looking forward to come down here because it's like an extended family. And it's nice to see that so many people that's been here so many years. And that in itself is awarding to the whole London Bridge Resort, because that means that we're doing something right since they'll be here, stay here that long.
The reason I chose London Bridge Resort was the property, the building. It looked like a castle. Back then, it was the it place, to work, and it was just walking the property. It was beautiful to me, and even walking to get the application, I thought, this is the place I want to work at, and the rest is history, because I'm still here.
I'd have to say, of all the properties I've been involved with, it would have to be the staff, and it would have to be the owners as well. I've made some very special relationships with the owners over the years, which is now 25, and I believe without a doubt we have the best staff in town.
The little babies that are now grown, that are now bringing their kids, that are coming back from Disney World telling me how they've had 3 generations. I can't give you one favorite one. There are many stories.
We make friendships, we see each other every year, whether it's Owners Weekend, but just even when they say goodbye after having a fantastic week or weekend, that's something that you'll always remember.
That is the first years when we did the Christmas. That was very exciting, and especially it was built up to 1 million lights at least, and we did it all from the ground. We did all the electrical work. And I remember that we had about 35 people to turn on the lights here and there and everywhere. Today, I think we're down to minimum of barely 2 or something like that. So it was a great time, and it was truly a great Christmas we had in those days.
I choose to stay with London Bridge Resort because London Bridge Resort has such a great group of people. It has a great culture, it has a great structure, and it's located in a great community. Not only is London Bridge Resort a great place to work, but Lake Havasu City is a great community to be a part of. And we have a very pioneering spirit of folks that want to work together and make things happen. Rather than just sit around and talk about things, we actually get to work and do things. I've served as the Secretary and Treasurer of the Association, and in that role, I've been able to help guide policy that allows our owners to be able to enjoy their vacation ownership interest. Whether they choose to stay here at London Bridge Resort or exchange through the exchange system, we're able to make sure that their product and that their vacation ownership interest is going to meet their needs today and into the future.
What I would say to them, it's really important that you use your weeks. It's been a good investment for you. And whether you exchange or you come here, and we always welcome you back, please use your vacation. That's why you purchased it. And you should use it. It's that 1 week a year or 2 weeks a year that you should really look forward to go on a spectacular vacation, once again, either here or through Interval International Exchange. Use your week.
I love London Bridge Resort. I think it's such a great property. It's a beautiful facility. We have a great staff. We have great guests. We have great events. And no one day is the same as the next day. There's so many memories of London Bridge Resort. It goes all the way back to some of our earlier owners meetings where we would have cocktail receptions at Kokomo. We'd have cocktail receptions at what was Bridgewater Cafe or Martini Bay. Throughout the years, we really have done everything together, and we've tried different things, and we've had a good time. All of those memories together and building those lasting relationships with so many of our owners, so many of my fellow coworkers, with so many of the team members at London Bridge Resort, those memories are what stand out to me the most. In the future, I see London Bridge Resort as a dynamic vacation ownership property located in beautiful Lake Havasu City that changes with the times, that allows the owners and their families, as their interest is given on, to still have the interest work for them and still be able to create those memories for years down the road. Today we have so many different technology pieces that really just kind of get in our way sometimes, and we still at London Bridge Resort remain the heart. And we can bring you back to creating those memories with your family and creating those lasting experiences that you'll talk about for years to come. If I could tell all of the owners just one thing, I would say thank you. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to serve you. Thank you for the opportunity to allow us to be a part of your vacation. And thank you for trusting us. We appreciate your interest in London Bridge Resort, and I would say thank you.
I'd like to thank all of our ownership base, and especially the folks that came out for this weekend. It's our 25th anniversary. It's been a great 25 years. It's been a pleasure serving you, and we're looking for many, many great memories in the future. Thank you very much for coming.